Welcome back, friend. I've just arrived at the airport. The first thing I see? A white horse. I laughed. Of course. Thread upon thread. So this isn't exactly a pilgrimage. I'm collecting the Pilgrim's Wagon. But still, day 3. I'd been looking forward to this. The listing ended on Valentine's Day, and I thought I'd be collecting her within days, but life had other plans. Mac was held at sea, someone else's compassionate leave extending his voyage. When Mac messaged to say he was back, I booked my flight that evening. With EasyJet, you pay for certainty. Window seats were either very back row or very expensive at the front, so I decided let fate choose. When I boarded the plane, I was given a window seat. Not just any window seat. Emergency exit row, which means extra leg room, and a direct view of the wing. I'm not even sure if you can book that row. I felt blessed, and being in that window seat overlooking the wing, I had to record the takeoff. The sky was grey, heavy. It was a very wet morning, but as we began moving, the rain cleared from the window, forward motion dissolving distortion, and then we rose. Into clear sky, the first sunlight of the day, the only sunlight I saw that day, in fact, touching the wing, that enormous wing. I couldn't help but noticing in the last video, I began with a tiny iridescent wing, and now this, a singular wing again, only vast. It may not be iridescent, but it dances with light in its own way. I arrived in Glasgow. First met Mac, finalised the deal. It was a mountain of practical instructions, over an hour of how this works, and a mountain of inspiration too. Mac climbs mountains and sleeps at the summit to watch the sunrise, and I just thought that was awesome. I've never done that. We'll be doing that together, friends. I can't wait. So I was in Scotland, and for the first time, it was forecast rain, but I wanted to make the most of it, and Mac mentioned the museum and the walk toward Glasgow University. Very Hogwarts, he had said. So given that this journey began at platform 9 3/4, it just felt very appropriate. So I wandered through the museum toward the University of Glasgow. I approached the Gothic Tower. It was captivating me. I could see glimpses of it as I was approaching. Just magnificent. I'm sure there was much more to see, but I wasn't there for sightseeing. I was there for her, and she was cooling. So back to the car park. The big empty car park where I'd left her, where I'd practice. Okay then, friends, here she is. Yeah! I love it. Transitioning from the small automatic Mini into a long wheelbase 3.5 ton manual van, it was quite something. For an hour I circled around that car park, adjusted, breathed. 7 hours ahead of me to get home. I was excited, nervous, but ready and trusting. 3 service stations later, I found a small pillbox. Can't believe it, I've just found this on the floor. I'm at the services after just picking up my new van. And look, it's got roses on it, of course. Very pretty. I did knock on the window of the car that it was beside, but it wasn't theirs, so yeah, I have a new rose object. Roses again. The Venus thread refuses to loosen, and inside, half a blue diamond, which I believe is Viagra? What are you saying, Venus? Then I noticed on the number plate, it said Eden Commercials.
Just seen this. I'm like, it's just so cool. My van came from Eden. It really is a heavenly vehicle. Oh my god, it makes me so happy. I just had to record this. That's love.
And then I noticed the drawer locks, 2 joined hearts. My heart leapt seeing that. I just thought it was so sweet. Really touched me, and it just makes me... She really is my Valentine van. And she has a beautiful love story before we even met. So Mac built out the van intending to escape his life, but nearly 2 years building it, he then, just before he's about to leave, meets the love of his life. And now the reason why they're selling the van, a baby's on the way. And land further north is calling. And so the next chapter begins for them too. And they'll be starting their own YouTube channel, and I'll share that when it's up. Excited for the future. Right after witnessing the 2 love hearts, I saw a white feather pressed into the mat. Someone had walked it into the van.
So I just recorded that. Now look, little feather found its way in.
And then, while searching for window covers,
I was looking to see what size this one was, and I had my hand down right to the end to see if there were any others, and I felt over here too, and this. You can see it. It was like in the little corner. And I thought, is it a cow? I wasn't sure really what it was, to be honest. But all will be revealed, because as I put my hand back into this magical corner, look what else revealed itself. Isn't that awesome? And then I was a little bit like wondering then if this was the reason it was in the corner, because I couldn't find another one. And searching and searching and searching and searching, and couldn't find it. And then I turned the light on my phone and had a search, and I couldn't find it here. But I did notice, you can see it, see a similar kind of shimmer and shine. Oh, there you can see it, that like white line of light. That's what I saw. So now I'm back to thinking Mac, the wonderful guy that he is, hid it. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Isn't it amazing? So yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna put this, but I sure do love it. Yeah. Curious. For now, he's found a friend.
I bought a celebratory beer called Mythos.
Now it's time for a mythical beer. I have never seen these beers before. I had to like check in with my sister. Like, she's like, yep, they've been around for a while. I think it's awesome. Mythos with the unicorn there, which I'm just thinking is quite cool as well, having just found 2 antler, I was going to say antler horns. They're not antler horns, are they? They're just antlers. But you get where I was going with that. It's just, or the link that I'm making, should I say. Oh, look at the green, I love it. So where was I going to go with this? Oh yeah, we're going to go here. Honestly, I don't think I've ever used one. I'm going to use my better hand. You're just proving that you have never used one. Let's have a look. I feel like I'm going to break it.
It wouldn't budge, and this bit's really painful to watch right now because You can see why it wouldn't budge. I hadn't seen it at that point, but yeah, now it's dawning on me. Okay, now I've seen the ring pull, because of course, yeah, it had a ring pull, right? It was never going to open on that bottle opener. Ah, giggle, giggle. Some things aren't meant to be forced. Editing the footage later, I noticed something else. The unicorn on the bottle, white. It is a white horse with a horn. Just like that horse that greeted me at the airport, minus the horn, but thread upon thread. And so, day 3. The Pilgrim's wagon secured. Today was the day. The day I went to collect her. The Cerulean Cruiser. My Valentine van. Next, our first trip together. Where will we go? Stay tuned to find out. Sending heaps of love. See you next week, mythical soul. And we'll get a proper celebratory cheers in next time too, I promise. Lots of love. Bye.